Currently working on the 82 GMC, the red one I showed you. Like I pointed out in the video on the GMC, the front door was creased, crunched, and upon investigation, I realized that thing had an absolute boatload of Bondo in it. Exciting news. I'm gonna go pick up another project. I think you guys will like it. Something I've been wanting for a while. Price is right. It's gonna take a minute to get there. Getting things hooked up. I'll keep you guys updated. I think we're just gonna trailer this one home. It seems like the best bet. It's cold. But nevertheless, I'm gonna take you guys along. Check it out. Almost there. Got another 15 minutes, I think. Got us some lunch. Sounds like fun. Stopped for some lunch. Treated her to some blue collar coffee. We're about 15 minutes away. She's straight though. Rust holes along the bottom. Yeah, we got some holes here. That ain't bad. Sierra GMC. Little dry rot on the tires. 3/4 ton. Looky there. Oh, a non-AC truck. It says 60,000 miles. I'm gonna say from the looks of them pedals, that might be accurate. 4-speed with the granny low, factory stereo. Seats got the typical wear. Door pins are a little shot, but that's fixable. Not too bad a shape. Got a bad spot here, obviously. Here's that rust spot. Little weight reduction there. It goes right into some good metal though. Oh no, that's paint. Never mind. GMC 3/4 ton. Got the hood up on it. Going to change the battery cables. set you guys up a little bit better, but I want you to listen to this thing. It is like crazy quiet. I can't believe how quiet this is. It's almost like it's factory exhaust under it. Nevertheless, it's not a leak or a sputter. In fact, the only part that I know that failed on the exhaust on the drive home was the tailpipe. I stopped about 3/4 of the way home. The thing was just barely dangling back there. I was wondering why traffic was backing off and going around. Man, it's cold out here. All right, let's get you guys set up. Make sure this battery's going to make a connection. And the fuel tank leaks, unfortunately. So we'll see if there's any gas left in it to even fire it up. If it'll fire up and run a minute, I'll go ahead and get the trailer turned around and get it unloaded. Believe that. All right, let's get the truck turned around, get this thing unloaded. Lost my daylight, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it unloaded. So sorry about the hard to see, but I'll turn the lights on it. We'll go from there. Let's get this thing unloaded. I'd say that's accurate. Move this around a little bit. Still I got oil pressure, temperature. It says it's not charging, but I believe it to be because it was running on a dead battery. Stereo don't work, but it lights up. Blower motor's not kicking on. That's all right. Attempt to drive this thing one-handed. Even the dimmer switch works. Oh, we'll find it. There we go. I think those are brights. Oh, I think we lost one. That's all right. Granny low 4-speed. Put her out in the field for tonight. Load the ramps up on the trailer. Call it an evening. Try to get a better shot of it tomorrow in the daylight. Actually, I think I'm gonna go put this back in the driveway, closer to where the tools are. We'll go for third. There's third. Nope, better go back to second. slow. Shoot, not wanting to focus. Better stop there. Oh, here we are, next day. Later in the evening. I didn't get an opportunity to mess with it today. I want to show you how well this thing runs. So I'm going to do a cold start. I don't know what the current temperature is, probably about 28 degrees right now, maybe 25. I didn't look. Check this thing out. I'll give it 3 pumps to the gas pedal, and I bet it fires up. Great. Guys, finally got an opportunity to get back into the shop. Actually, I'm outside working. I'm going to work on the old 82 and see if I can't get the door straightened out to make it a little bit better, to improve it. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, I think you guys maybe can see this big old wrinkle right here. It's all kind of deformed and wrinkled in here. I'm going to loosen this all up, try to pay attention to where the shims go, try to straighten this to some extent, readjust, see if we can make the fit up better. All right, guys, just stop yelling at me, okay? We're gonna do the right thing the wrong way. What we're gonna do, just wait. I think I remember how to do this. How the rest of this works. I get it. Just be patient.
yelling at?
Well, I do have the right tool. I just don't know where it's at. Well, I know we're getting closer, okay? Just go, 1, 2, let's go. Well, if you don't like the way I'm doing it, you do it. We're gonna have to play it smarter, fellas. I don't know how smarter. Okay, so I know it's a dumb idea. It's better-ish. Now it has vent holes. Now I'm gonna have to weld up. We'll call it good for there. Straighten out the lip a little bit. Maybe the fender a little bit. And try to rehang it. I realized that thing had an absolute boatload of Bondo in it. The more I dug into it, the worse it got. It had been wrecked prior to that dent, and it is what it is. Now, it makes more sense for me to just go find another door for it. Probably can find one pretty reasonable and decent shape for not too bad of a price. However, that's too easy for me. And I'd really like to keep the original door if possible, because it still has the tags on the doors. So what I've been doing, or what I've been working on, is cutting out sections and replacing sections of the door to try to improve it. Now, it'll be better than it was when I received it. It'll never be as good as new, but it will maintain the original door with the stickers and stuff, and that's really what I'm looking forward to. Is it going to make that big of a difference to anybody? Probably not. Is anybody really ever going to care? No, probably not. But I do it for a couple reasons. One, it gives me practice. Two, it's actually kind of fun, because that's what I enjoy doing anyway. And I have the material. Now, the funny part is I actually am harvesting. I'm actually harvesting material, sheet metal material, off of a 92 GMC that I've previously stolen all kinds of pieces and parts off of because it was so badly rusted, including the frame. The frame was the absolute worst part on it, and the body wasn't that great. So I'm currently cutting sheet metal out of it to fix the 82. So take from one, give to the other, just so one can live. So here's what I've got going on so far. You can see all the Bondo I ground off that door. It's literally all over the place. Rough template is made. Now I got something to go by. Take that off. Voila. Mark it out and get it. See? This poor truck. Look at the frame. So bad. It actually rotted on the driver's side. This whole hump was gone. I was driving it. The only thing holding that side together was the bed and the leaf spring. It was terrible. Motor ran good. Currently what's in my Jeep. Still harvesting parts off of it. that. It's still wet. 10-inch pieces in here with a little paint. Do a little massage. Hold the shape. Alright, so here's the piece that came out of it. Stay. Now, if I owned an English wheel, I probably could have cut this out, straightened it out. As I was saying, if I had an English wheel and perhaps knew how to use it, I could have possibly saved that piece. But sheet metal is it's an art. In order to try and weld it, I expected a distortion. I'm like many others. I lack a little patience, and then I don't get the results that I want. And I've got nobody to blame but myself. So I've got a plan. It's in action, which is great. And what we'll get next is hopefully some better results. But let me show you the disaster that I have going on. And some of you guys, I know you can relate. So try to keep your laughing to a minimum. And I'll keep on smiling anyway. Check this out. Alright. A little hard maybe to tell in the picture. I suspected this would be a problem. It was. I had this welded once. Didn't like it. Cut it apart. Straightened it out. Re-welded it. Got double shrinkage. Now there's a big old valley right there. The reason I cut it apart is here. This was not coming out like I wanted. And it had a lot to do with the bracket that's on the inside of the door panel here. I'm guessing that from a previous collision that it had collapsed a little bit and it was holding the panel in and not allowing things to line up through here. So I unbolted that. That freed this up. I got it where it needed to be. This isn't terrible. It's not great. It's usable. This, however, is not good. This section here, which I didn't show you earlier, is another piece I harvested out of the roof, and it did what I was afraid it was going to do. It buckled here, it sucked in here, and it sucked in here. This has got some good areas in it, but not enough good areas. So, my next adventure, or my next effort is to cut this back loose as one whole piece of panel, I still haven't decided where I'm going to cut it, here, or on the seam. I mean on that corner. I don't know yet, but I think I'm going to take it back out. I did order me a cheapo English wheel. And this, cheapo planishing hammer, which I've experimented with a little bit, and I'm not any good at it, but that's okay because I've never used one up until now. It's an okay unit. If anybody's interested, I'll do an update on it, or a quality update on it some other time. Just let me know down in the comments. But anyway, that's where we're at. Oh, and I wanted to point out this other deal. So I was welding up. Things were going okay-ish. And what I wasn't paying attention to was where my BBs were going from the welder. And I had a lot that kept going across the door on the glass. As you can see, there's no more glass. So I was welding it up. Decided I was going to let it cool down a little bit. Stood off to the side, taking it easy. A minute or so goes by, all of a sudden, pop, there goes the glass. And we got what we got. So, like I said in the beginning, it would have been easier and cheaper to find another door, but that's okay. I'm learning as we go, and if I can't save the door, that's okay. I've acquired a couple of new tools, and I will learn how to use them, and learn how to use them well enough to make a better decision on the next one. And that puts me ahead of the game, in my opinion. But anyway, hey, you don't learn if you don't try, and if you don't try, you're not going to learn. So you just got to step it up and give it a go. Worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to fail. So that's how we learn sometimes. I'll try to give you an update on the door as I progress, but that's all I've got for now. Like I said, I'm going to cut that panel back out, and then I'm going to try to work it and see if that works. If it don't, I'll try something else, and if that don't work, then I'll just go ahead and go find me another door. I may go ahead and anyway. However, a quick update on the Mustang. It is still underway. My son, this is his car. He kind of got burnt out giving it every day, and he needed a break. And he's kind of nursing a small injury on his arm. And I haven't been super motivated to work on it the last few days, or last week or so. All right, so I got the brake lines finished up in the back. I had to redo those. Those were messed up. I had to do some work on the brake line up here. It was messed up. Got the throttle cable in place. Radiator, fan, and the AC condenser is in place. Still got the bumper pad to put on. Got the rear shocks tightened up. Let me find my light. Alright, the exhaust that came off the donor car is all bolted in. Rear drive shaft is bolted in. I just have to finish up the hangers in the back, and the exhaust to be done. There's the rear adjustable coils. Part of that kit that he bought that we put in. So yeah, it's coming along. It's just not as fast as I'd like, but it is making progress. So that's where we're at. Want to get this door taken care of. I'll probably work on this just a little bit more, and then I'm going to switch my efforts back to that thing there. Try to get some more stuff done. I got me a list there on the windshield that I keep working myself through, and trying to keep track of what is done and what isn't done, and adding to the list as I... Weather's starting to warm up, so I'm going to switch some of my efforts to the outside. The GMC is currently sitting outside, so that's where I'll be doing the work at. I'm going to get the door taken care of. I want to get the floors taken care of. I got a replacement fuel tank for it. Some weather stripping seals. I'm going to at least get those on there. I really want to get that truck up and mobile just so I can cruise it around, and I'm thinking about taking it on a road trip maybe later this year, to a friend of mine. It's kind of a cross-state road trip. I got some work I got to do to the Jeep. I got to do some repairs on the changes I had to make on the roll cage. Got to do some modifications on my trailer. I've got this thing. I started this thing. This is a 95 Blazer. I'm sorry, a 95 Chevy S10. I started doing a solid axle swap on right in the middle of working on the Jeep. So I literally started it 2 years ago, and it's driving me crazy because it's doing nothing but collecting boxes, dust, and tools and parts on top of it. So probably after the GMC, after the Mustang, I'm going to try to squeeze this thing in and at least get it under where it'll roll under its own drivetrain. And then I'll give you guys some updates on that. So those who want to see this thing in process or in progress, I do have some older footage from where I started it, and I'm going to continue to add to that. It's going to be a fun, cool little truck. I got some big plans for it, and I'm really excited to work on that one. It's just been sitting a little too long, and I'm telling you guys, I got more projects than I've got time for, and I got some cool ones coming up. I got a Volkswagen Beetle I want to work on. Got a 79 Jeep truck, J20 truck that I've been really wanting to do some stuff with. Jeep Cherokee sitting out there that needs my attention again. It needs finished up. A Nova, I may have mentioned that before, 68 Nova that I've done a bunch of work on. I've yet to finish it. I know it seems like that's my theme, but time, money, and effort comes into it, you know, and most of you guys will understand that. But you guys follow along, that helps me out, and I'm able to get these projects pushed along, and I hope you continue to watch and enjoy the content, and because I certainly do enjoy working on this stuff. This is my hobby. This is my pastime. This is what keeps me out of trouble, and I really appreciate those who have already subscribed. And hey, if you don't mind, down below, just hit that subscribe button, notification button. I'm going to try to be more consistent about getting some videos out and getting more material for you guys. Thanks again. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.